What I learned about Easter shocked me. Don't worry, I'm not here to tell you to stop celebrating Easter. Just want to give you some facts, that you can do whatever you want with these facts, whatever you feel in your heart to do. Have you ever wondered where Easter comes from? It's an Anglo-Saxon word, and it is the name of this time of year. It was called Easter Monath. The part Easter comes from their goddess of springtime. So Easter is named after a springtime goddess. What's up with the bunny, the Easter bunny? Where does that come from? The Easter bunny tradition was brought over here by German immigrants in the 1700s. The folklore states that if little children were good, the bunny would leave colored eggs in the wicker baskets the children would make. It has nothing to do with Jesus. Fun fact, only German and English-speaking countries call it Easter. The whole rest of the world uses a word derived from Passover. In Exodus 12, the Lord tells Moses when we should celebrate Passover, and that is the 14th of Nisan, which is the first month of the year. So why do we celebrate it on Sunday? So Christians used to celebrate Passover on the 14th. It was only until the Roman Church, the Roman Catholic Church, decided that they would rather have it on Sunday because it's more convenient. The Asia Minor churches actually wanted to keep celebrating on the 14th. But in 325 AD, the Roman Church got their way at the Council of Nicaea, where it was agreed upon that we would celebrate Easter, not Passover, on Sunday, not the 14th, to separate Easter from Passover, from what the Jews were celebrating. Well, you might be saying, well, that's right, because we don't celebrate Passover, we celebrate Easter. They're different. I don't think so. If we go back to Exodus 12, we can read that the Lord told Moses to tell the Israelites that on the 10th day they should bring in a lamb, a male lamb, free of defect into their home for 4 days. And that lamb was to be slaughtered on the 14th day. The blood of that lamb was supposed to be spread across the door frame of the home using hyssop. And when the angel of the Lord passed over the home, it would not take the lives of their firstborn. This was the 10th and final plague that God imposed on Egypt, and this freed the Israelites from Egyptian slavery. Jesus is that lamb. Paul tells us that in 1 Corinthians 5:7. John the Baptist tells us that in John 1:29. In between the resurrection of Jesus and the Council of Nicaea, the Christians celebrated what Jesus did, his death, his resurrection on the Passover, knowing that he was the Passover lamb. All that being said, that moment in time has passed. The earth has spun many, many times since then. There is no way we could celebrate what Jesus did for us on an exact time and date anymore. The point is, whether you celebrate Easter or you celebrate Passover, the point is we take a time out of the year to focus on what Jesus did for us when he died and was resurrected. And he died to cleanse us of our sins, to make a way for us. The only way to the Father is through the Son.